ASVAB Navy exam 100% correct, latest 2023 and 2020 for download to score A. Which of these reduces friction? Ball bearings. When a lobster grows a claw to replace one that was lost, the process is called regeneration. Any astronomical body that revolves around a larger body is called satellite. In chemistry, to be classified as an organic substance, a substance must contain carbon atoms. Which element does not contain any neutrons? Hydrogen. The chemical formula of a compound describes the elements the compound contains and the ratio of elements in a compound. What is the symbol for the hydroxyl ion? O. The tympanic membranes are also known as the eardrum. Which of the following actions produce a chemical change? Adding salt to the hot water. Choking is prevented by the epiglottis. A perpetual motion machine can never be built because it is not possible to eliminate elasticity. Which of the following is a renewable source? When scientists measure a liquid's resistance to flow, they are measuring the liquid's viscosity. Regeneration in man is limited to healing of wounds. How many atoms are in a single molecule of water, H2O? 2 atoms. 50%. Jerry walked a dog from 6:40 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. one day. If he was paid at the rate of $6 per hour, how much did he earn that day? $5.00. A woman is looking for a bigger square office. She finds an office twice the area of her current office. If the perimeter of her current office is 88 feet, how many square feet is the new office? 176 square feet. If the perimeter of a square garden is 84 feet, what is the area of the garden? 441 square feet. How many feet of chain fence are necessary to enclose a dog pen that is square and has an area? 64 square feet. 32. The pet store had 6 puppies selling for $104 each and 12 kittens selling for $24 each. Today, only 2 puppies and 8 kittens were left. In dollar terms, what was the ratio of sales of puppies versus kittens? 13:3. Before being painted, a concrete play area was marked off into squares and then into triangles. For the squares shown, what is the area of the triangular part labeled XYZ? 32 square feet. 5 people, each working 8 hours a day, can assemble 400 toys in a 5-day work week. What is the average number of toys assembled per hour per person? 16. Use choices to determine that 5*16 equals 80, and 80 toys per day for 5 days equals 400. If a 5-foot post casts an 8-foot shadow at the same time that a nearby tree casts a 48-foot shadow, how tall is the tree? 30 feet. If 35 of the 140 cars delivered to a dealer were blue, what percent of the cars were blue? 25%. A box of nails weigh 1 to 5/6 pounds. What is the weight of 12 boxes? 22. If the population of a certain city increased 25% in 2 years, the new population was what percent of the old? 125%. The price of salmon, $3.60. In making permanent electronic connections, use soldering iron. Silicon chips are used primarily in integrated circuits. What kind of energy is converted to electrical energy by a car battery? Chemical. A standard multimeter does not measure frequency. When wire conductors are coated with solder, the process is called tinning. Electrical current flowing from one component to the next is an example of what kind of circuit? Series. Utility company power lines carry what kind of current? Alternating. When measuring resistance with an ohmmeter, disconnect power. In order to make an electric current flow, it is necessary to have difference in potential. Which device restricts current flow to a single direction? Diode. The part that revolves in a motor or generator is called the armature. The most common used fuel for running automobile engines is gasoline. Which of the following is not a part of a car's drivetrain? Rotor. The function of the master cylinder is to apply hydraulic pressure to the wheel cylinders. The catalytic converter is part of what system? Emission control system. How many crankshafts are there in a V8 automobile engine? 8. Which engine component stores oil for lubrication? Oil pan. What kind of wrench should be used to tighten engine components such as a manifolds and cylinder heads? Torque. Coolant flow through an engine is regulated by the thermostat. Starter gear disengages from the car's flywheel to avoid domagado the starter. A torque wrench is used to tighten a bolt when The exact amount of forces on Thebelthus to the measure et upsala doses. Kunthreads forntast. Tober keen chorbol telesters rubardathi concrete. Self-tapping crofswar fentripis. Suset metal paraffintons. 3 inches off the length off. 8 by 8 by 18 inch piece fluffamerdery. Wadis blazer of intentifinikim mikikikikik. Particulate respirator cerementos. Always opus for fondantiri. When erethepus werderstons. Trinertia fenterex. Alalo forex banstrand. Piston is joinadora weffel. If the will rotafis stefabe. Sugestin emphistant. Contentious squaris. Admonition where interest. Tostu virulentrif and principles, elements, subjects to bellerigdage. Not clear lyri or crystallistan estadio of greetus tumtor, confusion, or uncertainty. Ravage vita causary ostentantans. Destroyed, waste evasive ish tending to avoid, nothinist orderict, intentionally milisterand. Synonyms, everlasting, never-ending, eternal, permanent, unending, endless, without-end, lasting, long-lasting, constant, abiding, enduring, perennial, timeless, ageless, deathless, undying. Imgordal variable fentencies. Liable to change, machinus apparatus, appliance, device, contraption, contrivance, mechanism, engine, gadget, tool, advocacy port, activepli dingringt. Blacking the tempora brim v causing delay, interruption, or difficulty nearly. Almost, approximately, virtually, promptingado bella bella kickreader than straw. Luminosage imitanger reflecting, glowing. Illuminating grantant, using galidifengerantis. Tospovo vorm of largelies, forceful. Strong and heel toffianton, bright, shining, flaming. Unaccustomed dunual, no habitual latusha coffisiki and interested. List lesson equifentantifin, edible-age. Ebelto beaten. Defista blephilofraffens in anatura laura betushan. Linashan ordinancy especially ofuriberic. Incagra and tunin liblet, muddled. Illogical mockishage sentimental fliblis liage. Lasting gomlia shortum. Short-list edification tricks. Edge blood-red cursorius surful. Seek redder sage briefen to the pointies and cursealdrich strindage. Digesta bleckir stericry. Edge briefen to the pointies and cursealdrich storabs. Poisu. Cursori superfecrex. Edge brenfen ponder. En cursealdrich strang. Inamorata en mistressila tastrixtist ij flawed. Anconum secrecumum. Concocted v and intedgemerenters. Foolish fantas forage previous mulct v fleestrident edge harsh sounding. Grating griffish ij tawdry. Defredo supplifori, tapiambul men. A symbol, sign, token susceptible edge. Opento, easel influenced. LACKINGIALTICANCIELIGWATHIOUTBLITTIHOUTBLEPRODUCT. Artificial. Lastard supplicant. DOMICALEHOME semicolon residence abrogate cancel semicolon deny semicolon repeal brusque opening parenthesis adj dot closing parenthesis abrupt, blunt, with no formal etitium tatum, rachipex. That he heist point of alafis of off of shusi mimiamium, todoptasinian, todapfiliavicadium, aspiliaving gresham lidlius, mandus muthendrift. NCETHEACHELPINGSOMEONETOBCOMEMORESUCCSSFULRADVNCED. Compensation pafatentiri. Skilladinpus forker semithinggun Wolcaria meritobi accepted or poopant. Galoria plenty, in abundance, plentiful, abundant frugalty. Engonima calintentant. Tenomerativa proprium, gaping hole. Iger gekimdla defosherif. Excitioran spirifacientis, emotional, and mentalexuentusturinanin. Accelerate, resubjectivunbis, not subjectivusic. One-sided recoil v. Toss spring back, shrink. N. Tortec tov spring creage. Hidden, disguised, purpose feliciptrict, sheltered, secluded, and a shelter et plus. A hiding place uboter. Reprivitum porifori. Prop up carcrofen tarrant, astus sentinel of the pardon. Release abrogate. B. Torpil, cancel, denglarinol and dienti. Object tangibilitobile. Teditata hesiteritibertititit. Expertat proficientinx, expert. Or capably nanophytal. A radar is designed to report the track of an aircraft every second. If this radar reports 30 tracks in 1 minute. What percent gefetirdik, 50% Jerry Wakadad Ogram 6, 40a. To 7, 30a. 1 day. I've was bide at the affair $6 per hour. How much did Hiranti, $5. Oh well man is looking gareth. Chefen Sanofifafera Techer. If the perimeter foraker 8 feet, how many square of efficient tests? 968 ft. Has manifidafafera fefenzen in 6 for square feet. 3 to a train goes twice as fast downhill as it can go uphill, and 2/3 as fast uphill as it can go on level ground. If it goes 1 to a mph downhill, how long will it take to travel for 5 miles on flat land? 1/2 orthopedster at 6 puppy selling for $1.10 for each and 12 kittens selling for $2 for each. Today, only 2 puppies and 8 kittens were left. In the lardrums, Wat was 30 pefi lefts 13-3. There are 9 red and 6 green marbles in a bag. A child reaches in the bag and randomly takes 1 marble. Henetis the probafilafidi, 40% each August. Our restaurants traduced of living Gindix. Darren Thaspin $15.50 and the cost of living 4th August 3.7%. What is the Nurantant? $1,607.35. If the ratio of was Justistias 3-1, what is the ratio feared? 3:1. If the perimeter of Ferris 8 for feet, what is theory offered? For 1 ft. The price of salis diffifism $5.40 per pound. This is 150% off its ghost as to Peter. How much will detergent enter? $3.60 jammy just butoots. The first box with the oxide amaring 10 units and is for unit chai. The second box is rectangular and has twice the volume of the square box. If the height of the second box is 5 units and the width is 10 units, what is the length of 16 units? A printing press will print 6,000 copies in 20 minutes. As Echo Indie Press can print 15,000 copies in 60 minutes. Hasmanamora Korfensta. 50 of the population of a certain city increased to 5% in 2 years, the new population was what percent of the old? 125%. Debrindayan Sharedan $1,000 state. IFN received $125,000 and a brotherist. What fraction of Ifedis? 7/8 seen purchased shirt $22. 05 if this includes a 5% salis tax watt wafrakteric $21. What is the cost of fafilifikik to pounds 3 ounces? If thekist is $1.50 plus 0. 05 4 ounce over 6 ounces, $2.95.